So I just got some of this bog oak. I already drilled the hole and put the brass tube in. I'm going to start setting it up on the lathe. This is some really cool wood. It's solid black all the way through. It forms like that. It's been sitting in the bottom of a bog for 2,000 years. So a very, very long time in the bog. And what happens is there's no oxygen to the wood and just chemical reactions. It gets the iron in the water, different minerals soak into the piece of wood and give it the black color. So it's really cool. There's a lot of history in just this one piece of wood. I'm going to go ahead and set this up on the lathe. I got the bushings, if you don't drop them. I'll go ahead and put the bushings on the lathe. So this one goes right here, just like that. We put this bushing on. And then once I square up the other blank, I haven't squared that one up yet, then I'll put it right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clamp these in the vise. Alright, let's go ahead and put the second piece of wood on the pen mandrel here. Tighten everything up. Just like that. Tighten the tailstock. Tighten the nut. Actually gonna line these up just like that. And we're ready to go. Everything's nice and tight. I'm gonna let the glue dry overnight to make sure everything's cured, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down. Alright, so it's the next morning. The glue is dried. Everything's ready to turn. You see the arrows here. This is lining the grain up, so whenever I put the wood pieces together, everything is going to be aligned. The grain will flow through the pen, and I'm ready to go ahead and turn this down. So let's go ahead and turn the lathe on and get turning. Next step is just to take this down to the bushings. I just wanted to stop here, take a look at my progress. Now if it's a pen that has the same size bushing here and here, I would take the parting tool and measure out that section on the inside to help me get the same width going straight across. But I am not going to do that here just because I'm going to be adding a bit of a crown to this, and it's a taper, and that'll be pretty tricky with the parting tool. So I'm just going to eyeball it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of a crown to it. Back here, I have a reference picture that I'm going off of. Might be hard to get this all in the frame, but you can see I have the reference picture here. And I'm just using this to help me out so I know where I need to shape it. Looking pretty nice. I'm liking it. Now I'm just gonna go with sandpaper, clean this up, and get all the pits out, because you can't sand with that on. Alright, I have this sanded down to a 220 finish. Now I'm going to just take a look at it, see if I have all the 180 scratches out, and if I do, then I'll move up to 400, and then I'll go up to 600, and maybe I'll go up to 1200 or 1000 grit, just because on the lathe, sanding definitely goes fast, and 1000 grit goes really fast. But on these lower grits, it's important that you really take your time and make sure you're getting a very nice, even finish. You don't want a 180 scratch. You go with 220, you don't get the scratch out, then you go up grits, it'll always be there. So it's important that you take these lower grits slower. I'm going to be using a lacquer finish for the pen here. Just going to shake it up a little bit and put it on. We'll just take a bead of it across the top, and then I'll just wipe this on with a rag. You really just see that black pop. Some of the other grain in the wood. It really is cool. Wow. Alright, so I put a bunch of coats of lacquer on this and it's looking really nice. You can see it almost has a perfect satin finish. It's very even and consistent, and I'm really happy with the results so far. I'm really excited to put this together in the pen and just see how this will look. If you look over here on the other piece, it's just as good, I'd say. It's very, very even satin coat. It's exactly the finish that I want, and that's exactly why I really like the lacquer finish. Everything is lathed right down to the bushings, and this pen is ready to be assembled. So let's go ahead and dismantle it from the mandrel itself. I'll go ahead and take this nut loose. Actually, if I have the tailstock in there, whenever I break it loose, it's easier. Take those off, and then take this bushing off. Start pulling these bushings off. And here is our 2 pen blanks that I just turned down. They're ready to assemble on the kit, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. I'm gonna let these sit for probably 10-15 minutes just to make sure that lacquer is extra dry, and then these will be ready to assemble. This looks really cool. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the pen. I'm just gonna use a vise to put it together. The next step is to press the tip onto the other blank here. So now we got the tip pressed on. You can see the tip itself actually unscrews as well. When you push these 2 pieces together, I'm gonna line the grain up in the closed position. So you can see now the grain flows between the 2 halves. That's important. To put your refill in, you just unscrew the tip here, and then there's your refill. Actually, I got some gel pen refills. They had them at Rockler, and I think gel pens make it much better. But now, turn this, take the gel pen out. It twists both ways to activate the pen. I kind of like that. And this is a really nice looking pen, and I'm very happy with the results.